Welcome everybody to another episode of Fifth Person View. I am your host, E. Matias. I'm joined today with Matt, Lewis, and the producer, Chris.
What?
What? Unfortunately, we lost a dear friend of ours, Skip. He is in, where is he? Missouri. Thank you, guys.
Studying.
He's in Missouri now. Okay, let me be the first to apologize for that piece of shit podcast we put out last week. Excuse my language. But it was very, very bad as far as quality, and we apologize for that. You can blame the producer over there, Mr. Negative. He needs to be more aware of his testing the mic before we start. But we appreciate you listening. Thanks, Lewis, for listening, man. We appreciate it.
I got you. I like to listen to each other back to back.
Yeah, we appreciate it, man.
Yeah, Chris,
get on my best.
How you guys doing tonight, man?
Chilling.
Good.
How's the baby?
Now he cries more than ever.
Yeah?
Yeah. But
Is it because the wife's gone, or?
What?
Didn't you say that she was going to be gone for a little bit, and that you were going to... When I think you mentioned it the last podcast that she'd be going and you'd be throwing the pacifier in his mouth.
No,
it
was his turn. It was his turn to watch the baby overnight.
Exactly.
She was gonna sleep. So
today it's my turn again.
Yeah, you guys are on shift.
Yeah. But he's crying a lot now. But yeah, we're dealing with it.
Yeah, well that's good. All right, our first topic is, I don't know if any of you guys know, Niantic is the company that created Pokemon Go. I don't know how many of you guys have played it. I know these guys know that I was addicted to it.
We all played it.
We all were addicted to it.
We all were in it.
Okay.
Deep. There was no reason to say, I don't know how many, we all...
Yes.
We were all deep in it.
I think at some point, everyone was playing it.
Yeah, I'm playing it right now.
And he's playing it right now. Yeah, and...
True fans.
But...
that volume.
Okay, I was really addicted to it. I was playing it every morning. I was, unfortunately, which I shouldn't be doing, I was driving while playing it. Once they took that feature out, I was done. All right, I'm not the walking type. I walked sometimes, but it was winter, so I'm not gonna walk when it's cold outside. All right, I don't do that. All right,
got you out a couple of times.
Yeah,
this kid even had 2 accounts was carrying 2 phones at the same time.
Yes, blame that on Niantic because they suspended my account when they had no reason to.
Was it a suspension? I thought it was a ban.
They banned the account.
Something like that.
They were doing an investigation on people that were using third-party apps.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So anyway,
well, I was using that app also, and I never got banned.
Well, you wasn't using it as much as him. I promise that.
The only app I was using was the app that gave me notifications on my watch.
What was that, Poke Finder? I forget.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Was it
something?
Was it you the one?
No, it was you. You told me about the app, and I was using it also.
Okay.
We all got it.
We were all
you were
using
the one
it,
that
and
got
I was
the
the
ban
one,
hammered.
and I was the one that got hammered for it. Anyway, that's in the past.
The distributor.
Yeah.
Basically.
They go for the head.
I guess that's why they banned me, because they figured I was the one that was giving everybody else.
Everybody in the world.
Yeah. So anyway, Niantic had something called PokeFest. It was in Chicago, and it was a complete disaster. People from all over the world flew to Chicago, paid for these hotels, and they weren't able to play the game. Okay.
Wow.
Did you
hear waste of money?
No.
It was insane. People could not play the game. Excuse me. So
it wasn't really.
What was
wasn't
the
their
reason?
fault. It was the cell service there. Pretty much all the companies didn't have enough cell service.
they had people waiting hours just to get into the park.
Pretty much only Spring users were they were the only ones that could log in.
Get wrecked.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd want a refund.
It was
People
I'd be pissed.
flying. Yeah, that's huge. People flying from other countries and other places to come to Chicago for this?
Well, listen. Niantic, obviously they felt bad about this. So
How'd they compensate?
they gave everyone $100 in Pokecoins, and they gave everyone the what's that Pokemon? They gave him a rare
Which
Pokemon. Lugia.
No, but
flying.
It wasn't like gifted. They still had to capture it.
They still all the attendees still had to capture it.
But what happened was after the event was a fail, so they extended the like a 2-mile radius the entire event area.
Yeah.
So people start walking around town, and because of that, they could log in, and then they could capture those two Pokemon that were Lugia and Articuno.
Yeah, they.
Oh, you could get Wow.
They gave everyone who attended the event their money back for that. Whatever they paid for that event.
Yeah.
All right.
It was like $20.
And they gave everybody $100 in Pokecoins. So everyone who attended.
That's something. But still,
you had to QR do the QR.
You said that right?
Code to know.
Lewis just brought that up.
What?
Well, for 30 people, that wasn't enough. So they're suing Niantic for their travel expenses.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
These are these people that decked out like $500, $600, $700 for a hotel. Like, all the expenses. You're not talking about food, maybe rental cars, all that. That's a lot of money.
People came from all over the world for this.
Yeah, that's.
It was how many people?
They should be entitled to do that.
Yeah, there was a lot of people. This is a quote. This is a quote from Niantic. Technical issues with our game software caused client crashes and interfered with gameplay for some users.
So it was their software.
All users.
So
in other
it
words.
wasn't even. So it wasn't.
CEO.
That
was a quote from the CEO, John Hankey.
Okay.
Hanky panky.
Yeah. More protected problems.
Spanky is Hanky.
More protracted problem was caused by oversaturation of the mobile data networks.
There you go.
Yeah. So he was right on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So like I told you, $100 in Pokecoins, and
it's
their
nothing.
Money,
it's
nothing.
Really.
I spent that maybe in 2 days
of playing
that game. You know what I mean? So anyway, there's 20 to 30 people suing Niantic to compensate for their travel, which I don't blame them.
No, I wouldn't either. That's insane.
Here's a quote. Guy paid, his name is Norton, all right? Paid to fly out to Chicago for the festival and had to wait for several hours in line, just like most everyone. In order to get in, Zimmerman said, however, when he and the attendees arrived, they were unable to play the game and thus unable to capture the Pokemon in that area. So it was basically in that area that they were able to play this game.
Yeah.
It wasn't in a park.
2 mile radius.
It was like no, it wasn't in a park.
It's like in the middle of nowhere.
After the event, they extended like 2 miles radius.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
it still wasn't good enough.
That was pretty much the entire chunk.
I mean, I don't blame these guys for suing.
Hell no.
That's a lot of money. Especially, I mean, the guy said he was talking to somebody from Japan.
Yeah. Oh my, from Japan?
From Japan.
If I'm flying across the world.
That's
for
heavy
that,
expenses.
Well, for them, it's not like a big trip because they just crossed the Pacific, and it's not like
I'm still getting on a plane.
For us, it's like a big trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
that's crazy.
I hope these guys who are suing Niantic,
I hope they win.
I hope they get their money back and compensate the rest of the people who did not sue. Compensate them more for the travel expenses. I'm not saying give them money for their travel expenses, but give them something more than 100 Pokecoins, man. That's just
that's unacceptable.
That is terrible.
Especially, I mean, I'm sure they've been planning this event for a really long time, and
they should have checked like the area for signal through all companies. They should have all that set up.
This all should have been already ready.
Yeah,
I was reading an article from Game Informer. They sent an employee there the day before. And he got to the hotel and he just decided to go like around the park where the event was going to be, and he tried to play the game, and from the day before there was no cell service there was no public Wi-Fi around the area, and he called his boss, a Game Informer, and the Game Informer called the company, whatever.
Niantic,
Yeah,
yeah.
and they say, "Oh, we're working on it since the day before."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
if I was them,
Come on.
I would have done the smart thing. And, okay, we can still do it at this location, but let's bring in some hotspots and shit so people can connect to our Wi-Fi that was there.
And these guys are planning more.
Like they're idiots.
They're planning more fests around the world.
Yeah, well,
After this, I
after
don't
this,
know.
yeah.
After this,
Would you
I feel
pay?
like-
Would you? All right. Say you're. We used to be extreme Pokemon Go
Yeah.
fans. All right. We used to play all the time.
yeah.
After this experience, would you even go back
No,
to another one? Would you
definitely
even
not.
try? Would you give them another chance?
Definitely not. That's a giant.
I would
fly.
go for somewhere close.
Maybe if they do it like here
Like
in
Harrisburg or
PA,
something?
yeah, something like closer
Yeah,
to
if I have
us.
to buy a
Maybe I
plane
will
ticket,
go,
no.
but
But all right. But let's say they paid for your ticket to
go there.
go there.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
of
pay
course.
for it. I mean,
Pay
if it's
for
free.
it,
Why not?
then okay.
I'll take a trip.
Yeah.
Then they're already paying my travel expenses. I don't have
Yeah.
to sue.
And even then, like I'll go, and if I don't want to go to the event, I won't go.
It's a
Yeah.
vacation.
You know, that's a
Yeah.
vacation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
all
got.
right. All right. The problem is they just promoted this event because, or obviously, they won the money from the tickets, but they were promising the legendary Pokemons, the first ever legendary Pokemons
Yeah.
for this game, and pretty much just a few people have them. And I was reading
Not even
right.
all the people that went to the event.
No,
Wow.
just a few people
And,
just
and
got
not,
them.
not all the people have.
Plus,
their
you had to
Pokemons
go
yet.
to the raids, the new raid system they
Yeah,
have now,
yeah.
and you had to win. And to get to the raid, you had to capture a lot of Pokemon in that area. So just the Pokemon spawns on the raid, and if you don't do it, the Pokemon doesn't even spawn that area.
And also, after the raid, they don't give you the Pokemon.
have
After
to
the raid,
capture
then
it.
you have to catch them. So that's another like 50 Pokeballs. And then if you don't have Ultra Balls or other balls like that, you're kind of screwed.
Well,
You're
you
gonna
run-
be.
yeah, you run out of balls.
You better
yeah.
hope you got enough berries for that guy.
Yeah,
'cause he's hungry.
exactly. And not
Right.
just berries anymore, bananas and all that type
Bananas,
of
yeah,
stuff.
but those
mangoes,
those are-
whatever you got.
Don't do for catching. The other
Okay.
one's like for the pineapple that looks like a pineapple berry.
All right.
That one's to give you more candy.
Uh-huh.
The banana has to do with I have no idea. I don't use it, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
The
we
banana's something else that's kind of useless.
Listen, I have a rooted phone now. That's another reason why I don't play the game anymore because they
You
won't
can't-
let me.
Yeah, they won't let
my
you play.
phone is rooted. Niantic thinks that everybody who has a rooted phone is gonna cheat. Listen, there are a bunch of cheaters out there, but I'm not one of them. All right. So let me play the damn game if I want to. All right. Let me open it and search for Pokemon if I want to. You know what? I probably won't even do that anyway. But
Anyway, it's too late. Like it's a year after the launch of that game.
They
Just
waited
to
way
li-
too long to
Yeah,
to release
exactly.
this
It's too late just to get people hooked up again.
And especially the main fact that a lot of people even picked up the game is because at that first trailer you see Mewtwo and people lost their shit about that. And Mewtwo's and he's still not even in the game.
Not only that, but they've been teasing this since the game came out. Like since maybe like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
Legendary's coming soon. Legendary's coming soon.
If you see the first trailer, the very first trailer of this game, you see like Zapdos, all the legendary
yeah,
Pokemon
Entei,
right there.
Entei, yep.
There's nothing.
Nothing.
I was surprised that day we got the Ditto.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I think that was the last Pokemon I
Yeah, I think
got.
that-
That's a legendary right
I
there.
think that was the
Yeah.
last. That was the last time I played the game. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna move on to our next topic. So,
Niantic
who out there?
Topic number
2. Which one of you guys are interested in the SNES Classic? Anyone?
After the Walmart fiasco.
That's what we're getting into right now. Walmart. All right, I'm gonna give
What
you.
they do?
I'm
What
gonna
Walmart
listen.
do? Let me hear this.
All right. Pre-orders went live last Friday for this
for the
SNES Mini.
Classic.
Yes. All right. So people stopped what they were doing. It was on Facebook. Stopped what they were doing. Went pre-ordered theirs, and they were so excited when they got that email saying, "You have pre-ordered your SNES Classic." All right.
Are you one of those people?
No.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately,
Surprise.
actually no.
That's
Fortunately,
surprise.
I wasn't.
You need to keep hearing the story.
Okay.
Listen, one of my friends from work actually pre-ordered one.
Chris is dying over
Okay.
there from this. I can't wait to hear this.
Anyway, Walmart,
Yeah.
Wally World.
yes, they
All right.
canceled some of their pre-orders.
Wait. It went live, the pre-order.
Okay.
And it lasted 15 minutes. The
The-
pre-order.
the pre-order?
And they were sold out.
Sold out.
They were sold out. And then that happened.
All right. This is a quote from Walmart. Unfortunately, due to the technical glitch, the Super Nintendo Classic Edition was mistakenly made available last Friday evening, ahead of the official release date. So, the people who pre-ordered, my
No
friend
longer
being
have
one
it.
of them, got emails saying, we can no longer keep your pre-orders. They canceled.
Well, what about the money?
Yeah, it was
No.
refund.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they're refunded.
Okay.
But think about if you are waiting for this pre-order to go live, all right, and you are lucky enough to get one, and you're so happy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You're just like, oh my god,
Yes.
I got one. Because I was one of those who didn't get an NES Classic, all right. So yes, I got the Super Nintendo one. Yes, I grew up with this. I'm actually gonna get one, and then you get an email saying,
Your dreams are crushed.
Yeah.
Go about your business.
Walmart is they just crushed my dreams. All right. So if this happened to you,
No, oh my.
what do you expect? All right. What do you want Walmart to do to try to rectify this
Just
mistake?
all you have to do is that the people that already got signed up for the pre-order,
Yeah,
when
they
they
keep it.
release it again, they keep their spot.
Yeah,
Because they won that. Obviously, for you that you didn't get a spot, you're gonna want one.
Yeah.
But it's only fair to them. That
Yeah.
They
No,
got that
I agree
first.
with you. I agree with you, and
Yeah.
I would have no issue with that.
Maybe
But-
do that and then go off of their what they saw, how many people pre-ordered, and maybe make more units. Because like that's the one thing with Nintendo. It happened with the Switch. It happened with the NES
There's not
Classic.
enough, yeah.
They make a limited supply when you know there's gonna be a big demand.
It happened with the Wii also when it first came out.
Like I don't know. I guess Nintendo's dead in the brain that they think that people are gonna buy these classic games that almost all of us grew, like the 90s kids, 80s,
Yeah, they
grew up on these consoles. Like even I would want an SNES just to play the Super Mario
Yeah,
with
I
the
would-
Yoshi.
I would buy one and not open it. I would keep it in the box.
Yeah, because you're one of those.
Yeah.
You're one of those.
Because I'm one of those. I actually still have my Super
Jerkheads.
Nintendo. Yeah, so
Supposedly there were rumors. This is just rumors. That Nintendo was the one that told Walmart, "Hey, open pre-orders just for 15 minutes to see how many people want this thing, and so we can."
that was like a test run. to see
Yeah,
how many
like a
units that
test
they
run,
wanna
just
throw out.
to figure out how many products they will need for each company.
they should
And
already
where-
know that. They should already know that. They released the NES Classic and it always sold out as soon. Listen, I was telling Lewis the time that you went to Walmart and you saw all these NES
Yeah, they were a
Classics.
lot. Yeah.
And you didn't let me know. And I was like, damn, I wanted one. And you didn't tell me so I could go run and get one real quick. And then you went that night and there was none left. They probably sold out in like
Yeah.
15 minutes. Yeah.
Probably everybody.
You told Lewis and not Eli.
No, he didn't know. He
No,
didn't tell.
no.
He didn't tell Lewis.
Oh,
He
okay.
was telling me about what.
Oh,
Crystal.
okay.
All right. The thing is, I went to Walmart. I saw all of the NES, whatever. I took the picture. I came here, I think.
Yeah.
And then I showed
you
you
showed
guys
me
the
the
picture.
picture.
But it was like 3 hours after I took the picture.
Oh, 3
When I-
hours and all of them were gone. How many?
There were a lot. I
That's
don't
probably
know.
gone in
Like
20
probably
minutes.
like 7 or 8 maybe in
You
the
could have
shelf.
grabbed one.
And when I left here, I went to Walmart to see if they were available.
Because I asked him. So I asked him. I said, "Hey, can you go and check to see
In
if
the
they
back?
still have
Yeah.
any left, so I can go run and get one real quick? Or even if if you pick it up, I'll give you the money. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I will give you the money for it. But unfortunately, I didn't get one of those. So
Dang, man, you didn't get the NES.
Well,
You
hopefully
missing out on that
he could
email.
probably get the SNES.
Yeah.
they're doing it good.
Remember this when this all happened. They were not the supposedly they were still coming up. So I didn't pay too much attention to it. I
Yeah.
didn't know people will like the stores will run out of this thing.
So who
So
who said that whole thing about Nintendo telling Walmart to do that?
That's forums, Reddit, people like telling.
Oh,
you know
okay.
how
So,
like forums are. This is a rumor. Like there's
yeah,
no
it's
official.
not. There's no like credible like source or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, it's just-
The-
But I'm not
I
surprised.
mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
If a company went for that strategy.
But the thing
It's
is, I don't
ridiculous.
understand.
Yeah,
They
there'd be no
know
point.
the demand that
Yeah.
is out there for these consoles.
Definitely.
And next is the rumor is the N64. You know how big a console that was? That was massive.
I still have my N64.
I will- That'll be probably the one that I'll
Well-
go without
But with the 64, they
tackle people for.
Nintendo did a patent on the controller with the same plug for NES Classic.
Mm-hmm.
So probably this is coming next year
Yeah.
officially.
Well,
Also,
I did hear
don't
rumors
get
about
too
it.
hyped, because we have to remember that a lot of the really popular N64 games were third party, and they're not going to be on the console.
Yeah.
They're just going to be first party games. They already said it. So no Banjo Kazooie, no Banjo and Tooie.
Well, I think
none of
Nintendo
that.
has.
Those games are like one of the
I
most
think
popular.
Nintendo has enough exclusives. To
Yeah,
put out there
they have their own first party thing. At least they have like 20 games from their own. So it's
Diddy Kong
pretty
Racing.
much that's it. They can do it.
All right, guys. Quick question.
Yeah.
Person who eats at a restaurant by themselves. Weirdo.
Yeah, and I think I know where this is going.
Weirdo. I've eaten many times.
I've
I
eaten
don't want to
by
see many
myself.
times, but I've eaten at a restaurant.
No.
By
okay,
myself.
Okay,
I
define,
have-
define restaurant. 'cause
Define
I'm
restaurant.
Thinking, 'cause I'm
It's
thinking of
like a
like
fast food
Yeah.
or
No,
just
no, no.
like
I'm thinking
a
if you go to like
high-end-
Hula Hands or
I'm
something.
talking like a Hula Hands, like a South China buffet, like an actual sit-in restaurant where they serve you food.
I've never done
I
that.
think it's weird.
Never done
but-
that before?
but I think it will be weird, but not like uncommon thing. Like people.
There's a lot of
It's
just-
not uncommon, no.
Yeah, like for example, if you just want like a buffet and you
But
don't
that's
have
a
no
very
one to go with you,
depressing
just,
thing to-
Just ask Brian. He does it all the time.
That's what I thought this was. I thought you were about to be like.
No. This had nothing to do with Brian.
Okay.
He does it all the time.
For anybody that says
It's
Brian
just,
is a
it's
friend
just
of
a
ours.
question.
Part-time.
It's just a question. Because I've eaten at restaurants by myself, and sometimes people they hesitate to do that because they think they're gonna look weird. You know what I mean?
But like, why? Like, is it just because nobody else is available, or what? Is it just
It
just
could
feel like
be-
I want to go out to eat something?
Either
nice
nobody's
by
available,
myself.
or
Alright,
maybe they don't
let-
have
let-
any friends.
let's
or,
put it
you know
like
what I
this.
mean? Who knows?
man, let's put it like this. You go to a high end restaurant with your girl,
Yeah.
and you see Louis. You don't know Louis in this case, but you
Yeah.
see Louis eating by himself.
Yeah.
You think he?
I
he's
would
weird?
literally tell my girl, hey, you see that weirdo in the corner eating celery and French fries by
I don't eat
himself?
vegetables.
All right, how about the guy at Starbucks with his laptop sitting there for hours and
no,
hours?
that's
I
totally
feel
cool.
like that's a completely different thing.
Yeah, that's.
Like,
I have done
like,
it. Like,
if you were to say that you were gonna go by yourself to like Haiji's Diner, like that's a sit-in place.
Yeah.
But you were going to there to go sit down and eat breakfast. I
Yeah.
feel like that's something different if you were going to like a 5-star restaurant for dinner.
Also, you have to remember Starbucks is really popular for that. That people go in with their computers and
Yeah.
sit and drink coffee and
Yeah.
do their.
I mean, but besides
So
that,
that-
I get what you're trying to say. Like, I feel it would be completely different if I saw somebody eating by themselves at a Haiji's Diner compared to like a Red Robin or something.
Yeah.
That'd be so strange to
So if
me.
you
if I
saw
saw
somebody
that.
eating by themselves at Red Robin, that's a
yeah.
whole different story. for
Yeah,
me.
that's just I don't know. But you do this like a lot. Or?
I don't do this a lot. I was just curious because people they won't go out if they have to go by themselves. They won't go out, even if they're craving this one specific thing. If they have no one else to go with, they won't go by themselves because they feel like people are gonna look at them and say, "Oh, look at this weirdo."
I think if I'm craving for something really special, like you said, like really high end, and there's no one within me, probably I won't go. That's personal. Probably I won't go. But if you're saying like a burger place like Red Robin or whatever,
But
Like, let's
most
say
of
you
those
want some
places,
nice steak.
most of those places have takeout. Like you can
Yeah.
order the food, pick it up, take it home.
Well, then
yeah,
if
but
that's the case, why
like Texas
why go in?
Roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse, I want a steak, whatever.
Yeah.
I can go alone to those places. I don't care what people think.
I'll go.
Okay. Yeah, in that sense, it also depends on the person. Like, if they themselves see it as like, I don't care that I'm going by myself, then it's whatever. But there are gonna be people thinking, hey, there's this weirdo in the middle of this restaurant eating by himself. To be honest, if like one day I feel like, you know what, I've been working real hard, whatever, rarely happens, but
you're in the mood for something.
Yeah, I'm in the mood for something. I'm gonna go treat myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have some me time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if I go to Hooters, I see some guy sitting alone at the table eating.
Well, you know
that's
what
a
he's
weirdo.
For.
That's it.
You know what he's there for. If
yeah,
that's
a weirdo right there.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Or if you see someone on the outside looking inside, you know that's a weirdo.
Quick question, right? Okay, so we live like I guess 45 minutes away from like a Houlihan's. Would you by yourself drive to Houlihan's just for the sake of eating by yourself at a nice place?
Listen, I'm one of the types of people who will go out of my way. We live in Lebanon. This city is boring. Yeah. All right. I don't like running into people that I know, especially people from high school who never talked to me in high school, but they feel the need to come up to me now and talk to me like we used to be friends or something. Leave me alone. I didn't talk to you in high school. You didn't talk to me. Leave me alone. All right. I try to avoid people as much as I can.
That's
all right.
You.
So
that's you, Brian.
What I want to do is go out of town. We have Palmyra, which is maybe 30 minutes from Lebanon.
Like 25 minutes.
Yeah, there's a Texas Roadhouse in Palmyra. I will go to Harrisburg, all right, to the Texas Roadhouse there because I'm more likely not to run into people that I know. All right, I try to avoid that as much as I can.
You don't like people.
I don't like people.
So actually, you know what? In that sense, if I saw you in a restaurant eating by yourself, I would get that. But if it's a stranger looking at you, they are gonna think that's weird.
Of course.
But
listen, I don't give a shit what people think about me.
Of course,
I don't care.
Yeah.
In my case, I just recently moved here, like so. It's like
so
I
nobody,
don't care. Nobody knows me, so I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't go to high school here.
Yeah, no.
So you're not gonna see Jorge from back in the day, or
from Puerto Rico, or you know what I mean. So
Jorge's more of a Mexican name.
All right, thanks. He's that guy right there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Louis.
I'm just joshing.
Don't
get your pennies in a wad.
Oh, let's not start that again. Yeah. Anyway,
all right. We're gonna move on to a topic that I don't know much about. I've never played the game. I think I played it once on Lewis's Xbox, and it's a first-person shooter. Overwatch.
Yes.
I'm gonna let these guys take over and tell you about the new character.
Doomfist. Doomfist has finally dropped onto the Overwatch scene. A character that everybody was speculating would come out. There were, little hints and stuff that they had. Even in one of the maps, his Doomfist, his weapon is a power glove. And on one of the maps, an objective of yours is to escort his power glove to a museum, I think it is, that they keep it at. It's in one of the cutscenes for.
Okay, I hate to bring Nintendo back into this, but is it anything like the Nintendo Power Glove?
Actually,
no,
it's
not.
It kind of looks like, because it does have like little buttons on it. I'd say.
No, you know what? It looks like the Infinite Gauntlet from Marvel.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? That's a better example.
I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Wizard.
I saw the movie. I know what you're talking about.
You never
the
seen
one
it,
kid
man?
uses it. And
yeah,
he plays it.
The kid used. That was the movie they used. They used that movie to announce Super Mario 3.
Yeah, they did, because that was the last game they played.
Yeah.
Super Mario 3!
Oh,
man, if you never watched that movie, you should watch it, because it's really good.
Okay. But anyway, this character is
Fred Savage. Shout out to you.
Oh, okay. That
doesn't look at all like a
that does not look at all
that thing's a monster.
That thing is okay. Well, now that I look at the character,
all right. Chris was right. It looks like the Infinity Gauntlet.
It does look like the
better. He has a better look.
Okay.
The boy Terry Crews.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. He's voiced by Terry Crews,
no,
right?
He's not.
Okay, no.
Terry Crews unfortunately did not get into the game like he wanted to.
Thank God. But
thank God.
He's gonna get in. They were rumoring that he was gonna be another hero, not Doomfist, another one.
All right.
But Doomfist, the newest DPS character, or offense. Well, we'll say he's the newest offense character for this game. Lewis was telling me how Lewis is the only one of the two of me and him that played the new character. So tell me like what are his abilities?
Yeah, there's a couple of abilities that he has. He's a melee specific character, and everybody's going nuts about him. People have been talking about him for a year now, ever since the game came out. So people are going off the charts. I've only been able to play him a little bit just because so many people get him right away, so that I can't reach him. But I'm super hyped about this character. I'm gonna wait till the hype dies down for me to get my hands on him and really get good with him. Yeah. But I already bought like some of his legendary skins. I got him all set up. I'm also happy that he's dedicated for like those players that play Overwatch that are part of like the FGC and stuff. Okay. Fighting. That's why he got the Shoryuken. That's why he's more melee centered, because you can't go in all nitty gritty, just going all crazy. You have to strategize and like think about what you're gonna do.
He's not a Reinhardt. He doesn't have.
Yeah, you can't just dive in and just expect to get kills.
Like
you have
like our Mika players.
Anyway,
nah, shut your mouth. You're salty. Like I was saying, so primary fire, he has 4 shots and it's a shotgun. It actually does really good damage.
So he has 4 shots. He has.
Yeah, but it's a shotgun.
Yeah,
so
you have
the closer you are, the better it is. Then his secondary is the gauntlet, which says 4 out of 4. So you would think it would recharge, but it's just an ability. It takes 3 seconds to charge up again. You can charge it, low, half full. It's a gauge that fills up how hard you want to charge it.
So you're holding down a button, and this gauge goes.
Yeah, he
and
holds
then
it
when
back.
you release it, what happens?
Then it lunges him forward and actually goes farther than Reinhardt's charge.
Oh wow! So if anybody has ever played League of Legends, the champion Vi has that kind of ability, so you can kind of use that as a way to gauge of what it would look like. So you're holding it in, and he's winding up, right?
Yep,
and then when you release it, he pushes forward with the fist.
Right, and then it pushes him forward, and the ability that he has with part of that glove, that if you hit somebody and it hits them against the wall,
it's done.
They're dead.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're dead.
They're not. That doesn't happen for everybody, but especially if you do full charge. Doesn't matter what character you're playing, and it hits you against the wall, you're most likely low health to dead. Because he bounces off the wall, and you get extra damage off of that too. So that's like the main goal with that weapon.
So can it hit? Because you said you can drag a person and hit him into the wall. Mm-hmm. Can it hit multiple people, or does it stop at the first target?
It doesn't pin, so whoever's in the way is gonna get.
It's gonna get hit. Gotcha. Yeah. So, Chris is showing us this headline right now. It says Overwatch pro players will earn at least $500,000 a year. So,
$50,000.
My bad. $50,000 a year. I've read that wrong. $50,000 a year. So if you're part of the pro
team, that's for the league. Like
that's part of the
Blizzard is doing like a pro league.
Yeah.
Around the world, it's on different countries. Different states like Boston, New York, Los Angeles.
We looked up into that.
It's a thing that they're doing where they're taking the major cities of each country and they're forming a team for each city. Kind of like they want it to be kind of like an MFL type of thing.
Yeah, they're trying to turn this into like a professional, like a football league.
Yeah,
exactly. Or like the NBA, the NFL, the hockey league.
Which is really interesting because no other game is doing that.
Yeah.
So this is the first game that's doing that. Not only that, the first FPS doing that. But that's we can look more into that if we can. We'll have Chris looking at information for it. But
all right. So apparently,
go ahead.
Each organization that's going to do the pro league is required to provide health insurance, retirement savings to each player. Wow. And at least 50% of all the bonuses the team earns in tournaments and events.
Like E-League brings in so much money. Like it's depending on what game you play. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know Dota is one of the biggest games. That and Counter-Strike, and that brings in so much money.
Counter-Strike, League of Legends.
I
think they're the like 3 titans.
Like you go on Twitch right now. Those are the 3 top games.
Yeah.
That have the most views.
Yeah.
I think the Player Unknown Battlegrounds, it's
Also,
taking the lead. right now.
Battlegrounds
The
is
card-
a huge
what-
one coming up.
what's
now.
the card game?
Hearthstone.
Hearthstone. That's another one.
Hearthstone is another.
Yeah.
Not. Yeah. It's big.
Yeah.
Blizzard Games. That's that it's
Yeah.
Hearthstone. Overwatch is getting big.
Legends part of Blizzard.
Is Dota,
Heroes of the Storm.
no, that's right. Heroes of the Storm. StarCraft is another big one in the E League.
So if these companies are willing to pay, it's the company. It's Blizzard that's starting this.
Yeah.
All right. So if the companies that make all these video games, they're making so much money off these games. They're making money from these players that enter these competitions because a lot of people watch them. Sponsors, they get a bunch of money from sponsors. Viewers.
Subscriptions.
Yeah, all that. You gotta pay your players.
Yeah.
And $50,000, that's a lot of money.
That is.
Man, if I could sit back and play video games and get paid for it,
That's a job, man.
man, all of us.
Yeah.
That's a dream.
That is a dream.
Listen, even people who don't like video games would just sit on their asses and play things they've never played before.
Solitaire.
If they're getting paid for it. You know what I mean? I bet you can find some old dude playing like a professional solitaire player. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, if that,
Yeah.
All right, but back to the abilities. Just to
Go ahead,
wrap
finish
up
it off.
what he was saying.
So we were talking about his.
So he got the fist.
So yeah, he got the fist. What's
And
his
then-
second ability?
His second ability would be the Shoryuken, but copyrights, so they call it Rising Uppercut. And it's literally the same animation as the Shoryuken.
Does like a twisting,
Yeah,
rising.
he does
Is that
the
a
whole
super
span
attack?
and everything. No,
It's
It's just an ability.
Just an ability that he has. What is his ultimate actually?
Well, I'll get to that.
Alright.
So we got the Shoryuken that you can actually jump, and then Shoryuken you get really good height, and then if you do that, let's say Lucio whoops you,
Yeah.
Shoryuken, you do the Doomfist punch, it keeps you in the air for a little
Oh,
bit.
you can do the
And you
in
can
the
come
air.
back.
Okay.
So all those guys that push you off the stage, they're kind of screwed
Yeah.
with him, unless you don't have the abilities. Up.
With that move, when you hit them with that rising uppercut,
It takes them with you.
okay, so it takes them with
Because
you.
then that's when you got your B&B,
Yeah.
which is you do
Rise
that
them
shore
up.
you, and then you got the ground pound, which is his next ability. That
So he's 3?
he has the
Or
fist.
is that just a second part of
The
the
fist
rising?
is actually an ability. The recharge
Yeah.
is an ability.
Okay.
So you got that. You got the shore you. Then you got the combo, which that you do the shore you. Then you press the one that brings you back down, and that actually has like a cone, hit scan that you can hit people with.
Okay.
So you take damage off of that. So then you got that. It actually does really good distance too, and that could help you get back on stage. You got that, and then you got the ultimate ability, which with almost any other ultimate, you can sync it up with Mei, Reinhardt, Zarya, the ones that keep you together, which is I think it's called like Doomquake or something like that. But he literally launches up into the air. You have a big circle with rings. You have the middle ring, which is the most damage, then two
Okay.
more,
Yeah, that gauges
like a bullet, like a bullseye.
Yeah.
And you go where you want to hover whoever you want to kill or whatever, and then you just hit the fire button. He comes down crashing, just a seismic explosion.
And
happens.
does it? Okay, so say you use that ability, right? And you hit a dude at the bullseye, right? They're probably dead. The
Those
people,
are dead.
The
Unless they're
people
shooting.
the people around, right? Are they knocked down?
They'll just take damage.
They'll just take damage and they'll
pushed.
get pushed away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So is he? Because there are several characters, or every character in the game has different running speeds.
Right.
So is he more along the lines of like a tracer speed, a reaper speed?
He's not. He's like medium.
Okay,
in
so
speed.
he's somewhere.
He's
so
not
he's
really
somewhere in the
fast,
middle.
but he's not slow either. Like he's a
He's
decent
like a
speed.
Genji or something.
Because you have to remember,
Yeah.
they have to compensate for how far that
Yeah. For
the
those
fist
moves
goes,
that
because
take
it goes
you.
far.
Okay.
So
Alright, I got a quick question.
what's
Yeah.
up?
A wrap, is that considered a sandwich?
Well, you're talking about
What are you talking about?
I just got.
This is the second time you go to talk about food.
I lost
Question.
it.
I don't know.
Lost it. Question.
Would you consider a wrap a sandwich?
Not really. That's more like a burrito.
Yeah.
More of a burrito.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
burrito.
all right, so we're on the same page. All right,
Okay.
continue. Go ahead.
he just wanted his input.
We
I
were
think
silent
he's
for like-
hungry.
Yeah, he's just what?
But yeah, I don't know. It's,
So
he's-
you're definitely gonna be playing him once the hype.
once
dies
the
down.
hype goes down, I'm gonna be playing a lot of him.
That's gonna be
Also, for the last thing, he has a passive, which is that anytime he uses one of his abilities, so it can be the charging fist, or the other two,
he gains armor.
the short you or the he
Yeah.
gains. It's like blue. It's not even yellow like
shield.
armor. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
okay.
then every time you keep using those abilities, it goes higher and higher.
Gotcha.
I think the max is like 400 out
Whoa.
of the 250 that he has.
Okay.
I was surprised that I thought he was going to be a tank, to be honest, because we're running kind of low on tanks.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the next character is going to be a tank.
Yeah.
We've already got 2 DPSs. We got Sombra and Doomfist now.
Yeah.
They kind of just skipped the tanks, so we better get something good. I mean, besides Orisa,
Yeah.
but still, they're still running low. Defense, we haven't gotten a defense character at all.
Haven't we?
No.
There's
We
no.
still have the main
no,
cast
no.
for the
yeah,
defense.
We still have no defense.
So yeah,
character
but
at
he's
all.
really cool. I can't wait to pick him up. I'm just waiting for, like I said, the hype to go down.
Yeah.
Even though he's gonna be essential in almost every team nowadays for comp, just because he's that good.
Yeah, he's gonna definitely. Be
Especially
that
with
part,
like different
yeah.
combos with their Ana sleep. Like there's gonna be some crazy stuff for him. But besides that, if you haven't tried him, good luck trying to get him in quick play. Just do what I did. There's actually an arcade mode. Is Doomfist elimination. So you can just play Doomfist versus other Doomfist, or just do what I did, and I just made my own room so I could get my hands on him in more of a competitive area. But besides that, I think the next subject we're talking about is Street Fighter?
No, we're actually going to talk about Bandai Namco announced Dark Souls, the vinyl trilogy.
What? Nuh-uh!
Yes.
You're lying. Let me see it.
So it's going to be a box set
You're lying.
of the soundtrack, and it's going to be all on
Oh, is it
vinyl.
is it just remastered version?
No,
It's just
it's
a
new game.
soundtrack.
It's a soundtrack vinyl.
Ah, you playing with me.
It's limited edition.
I thought it was a game,
I thought
man.
it was
No,
a game.
you heard vinyl, and what did you first think?
I thought it was like final.
not final.
Doom
Vinyl.
Dark Souls final fight.
No.
Kill
It's gonna
me.
be 2,000 copies. There's no price yet, but I want to get my hands on one. You
I don't
know,
care
you
about the
guys know how
soundtrack.
much I like the soundtrack for those
You,
games.
Skippy's gonna murder people.
Yeah.
Just for this.
So if I can get my hands on one of those limited edition soundtracks, box set vinyl, oh my gosh, I will be so happy. Because I know I'm not gonna get my hands on that NES Classic or SNES Classic like I wanted to. Maybe I'll get lucky, and Chris will actually call me if he sees any at Walmart. But you know,
Do you think I live in Walmart?
Listen,
maybe.
no, this time, if any of us see it, we'll tell you.
Yeah, no, don't even tell me. Buy it, and I will give you the money.
I'll
for
pick
it.
one up for myself
Yeah, that's
and I'll
true.
brag about it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. I
look
know.
at
You'll do some shit
Yeah,
like
let me
that.
see
Yeah,
this.
I know.
No, he'll buy it and then give it to Brian.
I'll let you touch it.
Yeah.
Give it to
Hey guys, what do you think about standalone expansions or standalone DLC?
Never heard of the game.
Wow, you are that guy.
Yeah.
Standalone DLC.
Standalone DLC. Like for example,
Yeah,
right
you have to
now,
give me a for instance.
Uncharted the DLC is coming out and
Okay.
it's the Uncharted Lost Legacy,
And it's
and
all-
they're
it's-
selling that game as a entire new game, but it's really just it was originally a DLC.
It's $40, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but people that bought that season pass
Are not getting
they're
it?
going to get that game. That
Okay.
new game has a DLC.
Hmm.
But you can buy it separately as a brand new game.
But it's like it's considered not as long as the last game, but not
Not
short
as
enough
short
to
as
be
the first
called
one.
a DLC. That's
Yeah,
why they're
sadly.
making it a separate thing.
Yeah,
That's something I'm excited for. I mean, I love
in
those
the
Uncharted
original
games. They're
or-
really good.
in the origins of this new game, it was a DLC.
Mhm.
And for example, Dishonored 2, it happened the same thing.
Yeah.
Now they're giving away Dishonored, the Death of the Outsider. That was a DLC, and now it's a separate game that they're going to sell you for $40.
Really? They're not just keeping it as a...
No, it's
So,
a
so
separate.
it is its own standalone.
It's a standalone, but it's
I-
really a DLC.
Yeah.
Like in its core, it's still a DLC.
I feel like if you're gonna make extra content for a game,
Yeah.
if it is really long, then sell it for what it's worth. You know, it's if it's not long enough to be its own game and not short enough to be considered DLC, then I kind of think that that's okay. Just because you're getting your money's worth. You know, you're paying $40 for a standalone game.
But let's go back. When Uncharted first came out,
Yeah.
they sell you the game
Yeah.
plus $40, $30 expansion pack or season pass,
Yeah.
whatever. And those extra maps, those extra DLCs never come up. And then 6 months later, they just tells you, oh, all that DLC we're repackaging on a brand new game.
Oh, now I see what you mean. Now I'm less okay with that. Just because they made the announcement that this DLC is coming out, and now they're bundling it all together into a standalone.
Yeah, but you already pay for that.
Yeah.
For that DLC content that you
Yeah.
never got. Same thing is happening with Dishonored. The
Okay.
game came out November last year.
Okay,
And
I
now they're-
had it.
Yeah,
different
and now
in my
it's
head.
like a year later, and
Yeah.
now that extra DLC
Yeah.
is a brand new game.
Mm.
For example, they just announced the season pass for Wolfenstein 2, and it's just DLC.
These damn season passes, man.
What?
They're a joke.
Yeah, so
These
it's
season passes.
they
are
just
a joke.
announced a
going
season
away.
pass with 3 DLCs, like 3 story mode DLC, and they promise this is DLC.
Not a standalone.
No standalone. But if you see the trailer for it, you can know, like, by the LED of all the 3 story modes, that's a totally apart game. It's even called the all 3 story modes. It has their own name.
Why are they doing this? It's like a company saying, yeah, we're gonna have this DLC out for you. Make sure you get your season pass. You know, make sure you're ready for it. Then there's it's like, we're changing it. It's gonna be its own thing.
Yeah,
That-
sadly.
Or you can be like Capcom and say season pass
And then
and
have to
only
buy
release their characters and nothing else.
for the season pass.
Piece of shit.
No colors, no stages.
No stage. Characters only. No costumes. Nothing.
They
Don't call it a season pass if you only get one fucking thing. All right.
Yeah.
I'm tired of Capcom. I'm fed up with that bullshit.
All right.
Fixture rank system is trash.
Oh my gosh, it's
So-
just terrible.
This is another low blow. Nintendo, you know it's the new Metro game is coming for the 3DS, right? So the game is coming out September.
Yeah, I did.
But
read about this. I read about this.
All right, so you know it's coming with 2. It's not coming. You can buy separately the 2 amiibos, right?
Yeah.
And the one is the squishy Metroid one, and the other one is the Samus, right?
Squishy?
So yeah, you can squish it. It's like a gel thing.
It's like a plushie type
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Anyway, the thing is, when you finish the game and you connect that amiibo to the game,
Yeah.
it gives you the hard mode.
Yeah.
So part of the game is locked behind a toy.
Yeah.
So you have.
How you feel about that?
AKA Amiibo Season
Definitely,
Pass.
that is a step in the wrong direction. You're gonna get so many people mad about
Listen,
that. Because
everybody's already mad because of that bullshit online. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. We talked about it last week. It's garbage.
yeah.
Nintendo, come to greener pastures. You are just doing terrible. You're trying to think outside the box, and it's not working for you. It didn't work with the Wii U. It didn't work for the Wii. Look at what Xbox and what Sony are doing. Just follow the same.
They've been
thing.
doing that since their 360s and PS3s. It's
And this
nothing new.
Miiverse bullshit. Who cares about me? Do you care about me, Chris?
No.
Lewis.
Negative.
Never.
Remember that app Miyamoto? I downloaded
Oh my
that shit.
gosh.
It was garbage. You can play cellular games with your Mii. Like, alright, that's a little bit too much. Like, I don't know what they're trying to get out of these Miis. Like, they're not Sims.
They're
They're just
not,
avatars.
It is not a selling point. These Mii's are not a selling point.
No.
They just need to drop it.
No.
Just drop it.
No.
They just
And-
even
and
released-
Nintendo won't. They
No,
won't
no,
drop
of course
it.
they won't.
They won't drop it.
They're
And
too
they're gonna,
committed.
they're gonna keep doing the same thing
Yeah.
that they're doing
Over
now
and
with
over
this
and over.
online service, trying to think of new ways to do it, and it's just not working.
No.
It's not working out for them. You have everyone pissed about this that are playing the new Splatoon, and they can't talk to their friends without getting connected every so often when they get a text message or something. Fix it. I'm tired of this shit, man. how long have you guys been in business? If you want to stay in business, you gotta switch it up. You can't keep doing the same shit.
To be honest, I'm waiting for the day that this company just goes under just so that all of their games are sold on different.
No,
consoles.
and so many game companies now can't bring their games to the Switch because it's not powerful enough.
Nope.
Listen, I understand the whole innovation with their being able to take your Switch anywhere, play anywhere. You couldn't do that with the Wii U,
which is huge.
You couldn't do that with the Wii U, and the Wii U was. When I first saw it, I was like, okay, I can bring this anywhere. I can go to my kitchen and it doesn't can't connect. Yeah, lose the connection. All right. Switch, I can play it at my job, connect to my TV. I can play it anywhere. Yeah. All right. I can play it on a plane, anywhere I want to play it.
Then they
if I'm taking a shit and I want to play Zelda while I'm taking a shit, I can do that.
But the console is not strong enough to run Assassin's Creed, Wolfenstein, Destiny.
None of that.
It can't.
You know what it can run though? Skyrim, the original. The first one that came
out. The 360 version.
The 360 version. That's the only thing that's powerful enough to run on Nintendo.
That is sad when a next gen console can only run games that have come out on other consoles from the past gen.
Yo,
that's horrible.
The only people that are gonna buy this game, I was gonna buy it. Now I'm not. That are gonna buy this are the Nintendo fanboys that, or maybe people that never played Skyrim. And have a Nintendo Switch and they can play it anywhere, they'll buy it.
Or the people that just want that Link costume.
Yeah, oh my god.
No, but back to what you said about the Metroid thing. Obviously it's gonna piss off everybody because you have to have that toy to have content that should already be available and accessible within the game.
Normally on Metroid games, I don't know if you guys have played them before, but normally if you finish the game, you unlock the hard mode, or you unlock the gallery, or whatever. This is locked behind toys. And you cannot get these amiibos separately. You have to buy the package that it's 30 extra bucks.
And it's not like DLC. These toys, they could run out of stock. And you just have no access.
So you have half the game.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pretty much...
Especially with Nintendo, of course they're going to run out of stock. They run out of stock with everything.
Yeah, so you had to buy the game. You had to buy the game plus the toys. So that's a total of $90.
Yeah,
$90 for a game, or maybe more, for a game that has all the content.
And then watch the game be trash, and that'd be even worse. Watch it not even be good.
How long did it take to make Duke Nukem?
That was what, 12 years? 10,
I don't know.
10, 12
so many years. They came out and it was garbage.
Absolute Nathan's hot dogs. That thing was.
Speaking of hot dogs, is a hot dog a sandwich? Would you consider a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh my god!
I would consider a hot dog a
hot dog,
a burrito.
A burrito.
Yeah, technically.
Oh, that's better than a sandwich.
Speaking of burritos, the new meal at Taco Bell, $5 box.
Actually, yeah, that's pretty good.
We're not sponsored.
Yeah.
Naked Chalupa. Shut the $5 box. Get one now.
Get one now. Get one free with the promo code.
Fifth person.
I eat bass.
Anyway.
Alright. So I'm tired of season passes. You will not see me buying a season pass unless it has to do with Dark Souls or Bloodborne, because I know I'll be getting my money's worth.
EDF, maybe.
Maybe EDF, but I doubt that. I highly doubt EDF is going to have a season pass because those games... Earth Defense Force is the game we're talking about. Those games have like 365 levels that you can go through.
Jesus.
17 different difficulties. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but
who's the company?
The company that makes it,
yeah.
D3 Publishers.
Oh, okay.
Actually, D3 Publishers, the company, Sandlot is who makes the game because D3 Publisher tried to make Earth Defense Force. It was called Insect Armageddon. I never played it because Sandlot didn't make it. Gotcha. It was just D3. It was the publisher, and Sandlot didn't make the game, and the game was trash.
So they kind of bought the license and reamped it.
Yeah, and then Sandlot came back and made 2027, I think it was.
Yeah, 2027.
Yeah, so guys, I'm gonna let you guys talk about Street Fighter.
I don't want to talk much about it. Just don't worry about that.
Yeah.
It's a little bit.
It's
new
not-
character out. I'm not gonna talk about it. I don't like the game. I was a fan of the 4. It came out with like 28 different versions, and I bought every version that came out for it.
Yeah, of course you did.
Even
Of
the
course you
3DS
did,
version.
yeah.
Yeah, even the 3DS version. Surprisingly,
More
The,
fun than the 5th one.
yeah, the was it Ultra Street Fighter 2? Is that the one that came out for the
It's called
Switch?
Yeah.
I think it's called Ultra Street Fighter 2: The Final Chapter.
All right, the final chapter. That's surprisingly, which I didn't think it would do well. It's actually selling pretty good,
Yeah, it actually looks really nice.
So
and
they-
it looks really
like
good.
the battle
They're
system
releasing
is
that for
good.
what?
No, that's just for the Switch.
Oh, it's just for the Switch.
Yeah, like the rank system is
the
good.
Switch. Just put Super Turbo on there
Listen,
and they're good.
That's the only
Yeah,
only
like-
game that can run on the Switch.
It's doing
At
really
maximum
different.
capacity, right? Yeah.
But there is a game that we all just finished playing a little while ago. It's called Overcooked.
Yes.
Special edition.
Special edition. This is a game that
Gordon
came out.
Ramsay, the game.
This is the game that came out, I think, about a year or 2 ago. About a year. It came out for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. I bought it for the Switch when it came out. It came out this week. Lewis came over
for the Switch.
for the Switch. Yeah.
Okay.
Like always, things Skyrim, for example, come out 12 years
12
after
years
it come out
after.
for everything else. So anyway.
Have you seen the Switch store? It's full of Neo Geo games.
Oh god. back to Overcooked. I don't even. Back to Overcooked.
Anyway, Lewis came over. He watched me play. He was a little interested in what I was playing. So I gave him the controller, and we played a few levels. And this game is really fun.
Hell yes.
Especially if you are playing with 4 people. I mean, it's a bunch of chaos in the kitchen. Yeah. The game is fun. It's very hard. If you're playing single player mode, you have to control both characters. So you have to switch between the characters. And it's a lot harder. So if you are interested in this game, try to have somebody to play with, because it is very hard if you're playing by yourself. So guys, you guys played it. What do you like about it? What did you think?
Okay, first impressions. So the art style's cool. It looks like an old school arcade game.
Yeah.
Which is a big plus. I like that style of game, and it's really easy to pick up. The controls are really simple. You have of course your thumbstick to move around, and you have 2 buttons that are your only commands for the game. It's very fast paced. It's you're constantly doing something in this game. I guess we can describe the goal of the game. We get orders in this game. Each level is different. So one level that we played a crap ton of trying to 3-star it was a burger joint, I guess, and we were trying to make burgers. So you have
Did
to.
we still not beat it yet?
No,
No.
you didn't beat it. No, you didn't beat it. You need lettuce, tomato. You need to cook them. You need to cut the burger, the meat. You need to cook the meat. You need to put the bun on the plate, and you need to serve it. And
Everybody's moving
the
around.
score needs to be at 380. When you're 320?
Yeah.
It's 320. Okay, it needs to be 320, and that is for
The
if
3-star.
you have 4 people, and that's for the 3-star. If you're playing, every time you subtract the person from that, the score it can be lower.
Do you know about how much?
No, but when me and Lewis were playing, it was what? It was 280.
Yeah, I think so. Something like
So it'll
that.
probably go down by like 20.
Yeah, something like that. But anyways, it's a
It's
really
actually
fun
40.
game.
280 to 320 is 40
Oh my
difference.
gosh, this guy.
If there's a 40 difference and 2 players go away, that's 20 each, nigga.
Oh my god.
Excuse me. I
Anyway,
like your tone.
Chris,
This kid.
when I first told you guys I was buying this game, you told me you looked it up. So what'd you think when you looked it up? Did you say?
Well, I
"Oh
saw
my
the
God"?
trailers and I thought it was funny and probably appropriate for playing alone or with friends. So yeah, I was interested, and when I came here and you really had the game, I didn't expect you to buy
You were
it.
surprised.
Yeah, and we played it. I did like it. I think my wife would love that game.
Yeah.
It's a fun game.
It's a fun game just to play with people, and it's so simple. It's just like three buttons.
Even with guys like Lewis,
three commands.
It's a fun
It's
game.
just three commands that you had to press. That's it. I like it. If
Yeah.
I had a Switch, I would buy it right now.
Yeah, and it's only $20.
Wow,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, it's only $20.
Oh, I thought. Oh, okay. I thought you were paying like $60.
No.
I was gonna say.
no, $60.
Pretty much all the games on Switch are like $20.
I might buy the book.
Yeah, so-
I might buy the game.
Yeah,
Man.
so-
Yeah, I just want the Switch. Oh, the new controllers for Japan. You saw it, right?
The Splatoon controller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually
it's,
showed you
it's
that.
neon
Yeah, you-
pink
yeah.
and neon green, and it
Yeah.
looks good. Like
they look nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I was,
just Japan exclusive. Sadly,
I was telling he just be ready for when their different exclusives come out. They're gonna have exclusive Joy Cons for like a Smash. When Smash comes out, there's gonna be a Smash version.
Which it will.
If
No.
Mario Odyssey, I bet they're gonna have their
how
own.
many colors they are right now? It's the blacks, the neon blue, neon red.
These two that he has right
They're,
now.
The
they're
yellows.
They're yellow.
The two neon greens.
There's the neon greens and the neon the pinks. That's it, right? That's
I think so. Yeah.
yeah.
And it's just the Splatoon Pro controller.
I haven't seen that one.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What color is it?
It's the right side I think is red, and then the other.
I had
is
that in my
green.
head, and I just didn't want to say it. Just
yeah.
I think it's pink.
Pink.
They use for Splatoon. They use green and pink. Pretty
Oh,
much
okay.
has the colors.
Splatoon looks like a really fun game. I just don't see myself dropping $60 for a game when their online is shit. And none of these guys have a Switch that we could all play together.
Nope.
I'll see
Well,
if I can find one.
Whenever they're available,
Yeah.
ever,
Brian has a Switch and he never comes over.
tell them to sell it.
No, he was at the gym this time. Supposedly.
Lewis will buy it for
He's always at
$40.
the gym. So guys, any more stories that you've heard this week that you guys want to talk about?
This week,
I'm super excited for Infinite. It's gonna be the last month in between. Comes out September 19th. I'm hoping they're gonna show us the rest of the characters. They haven't showed. We still haven't gotten a trailer for Jeddah.
Yeah.
We didn't get a trailer. We got gameplay.
Oh, okay.
We didn't get a trailer. Gamora finally got her trailer, so I'm guessing Jeddah's next. Which I think he might be part of my team until Venom comes out. But we'll see. It all depends. But I just hope we can see.
They're fixing the faces from the captain
Yes,
characters.
they are.
We'll see how. We'll see how.
Chun-Li is getting a facelift.
Anyway, speaking of Marvel, we're on Marvel topic right now. Infinity War. What characters or character do you feel will most likely not survive that movie?
Cap.
Yeah.
Just because, if anybody didn't know, there was a little announcement
They talked
that
about
he
it.
will not be in any future movie.
Well,
after
his
the-
contract runs up, I think, after this movie.
Yeah.
So
Cap-
they're either
Cap-
killing him off or they're gonna renew his contract.
Or they can kill him off and bring him back later.
Well, does he want to? I think it was a thing where
Well,
he
you know,
didn't even...
with him, he has a whole bunch of other passion projects that he wants to do.
Mm.
He doesn't want to be, in
known
this
and
in this Marvel. He wants to make his own name. And now, when people see,
Chris Evans.
thank you, Chris Evans, the first thing that comes to them is
Captain America.
Captain
Captain
America.
America.
Or Johnny
You know what I
Storm.
yeah. So Johnny Storm. Oh my gosh. What was it?
Before Captain America, he was Johnny Storm. No
Well, listen.
one knew him.
All right. Well, we'll get. I want to ask another
Even
question
when
after
he
you
was
guys
Johnny
answer this
Storm,
one.
Huh?
no one knew him.
No, before that, no.
Yeah. He was in Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and he was really good in
Yeah,
that.
he was the he was the
Yeah.
vegan boyfriend or whatever. The
No,
vegetarian
he wasn't.
guy.
He wasn't the vegetarian.
No, that wasn't him.
He was the actor. He was the movie star. The
Oh, they have to
skateboarder.
go down the down the.
yeah, that was
That's a great movie.
that was a great movie.
I love that movie.
Well, coming back to your first question, I think yes, they should kill him. Not because he wants to quit or he wants to do some other projects. I think Infinite War, this third Avenger movie, needs to kill a major character to make it feel a strong emotional movie and leave it right there. Like, cut the movie, finish the movie, just killing that character so it gets you really hyped for the next one.
yeah.
You know what probably happened? Tony might see that flashback that he had way back when. You remember that flashback?
Age
Yeah.
of
Then you
Ultron.
see all of them are dead.
Age of Ultron, yeah.
And then Captain America's like, you could have saved us. Maybe
Yeah.
they'll bring it back in Infinity War.
Well,
Well, Doctor Strange can turn back time, so that's a
he could do
possibility.
that then. Doctor Strange brings back time and everybody's good. And then this time Tony actually is part
I
of it
agree with what Chris
with
said.
the Eye of Agamotto.
No, nobody. I think the only one that died was Quicksilver, and that was in the movie where he was. That was the premiere movie, and that he came out with. That was Age of Ultron, right?
Yes.
Yeah, in Age of Ultron, they showed off Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, and then Quicksilver dies in that movie.
Yeah, but they kill
nobody
him.
else
But they
does.
kill him because of legal issues with Fox. That was the main
well,
reason.
Because Fox got their own Quicksilver.
Quicksilver's in the Marvel is shit compared to the Fox version. In my opinion,
of course.
I think Fox version
He's
of
good. He's a
Quicksilver,
good Quicksilver.
which
Evan
in the
Peters?
comic books, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are the kids of
Magneto.
Which is
But the thing is that actor, I forgot his
Evan
name.
Peters.
He still has a contract for 2 movies.
for Fox.
No, I mean the one
the
for
Marvel
Marvel.
All for Marvel.
One for
The one for Marvel.
Oh, I don't know
he
his name.
signed a contract for 3 movies. The Age of Ultron and still has 2 pending movies. And probably he will return. He could return because pretty
Eye of
much.
Agamotto. Or he might be a whole different hero. You don't know that.
I don't know. I don't
They
think
could
so.
pull that one on us.
Well, this movie is supposed to be 2 parts.
Yeah.
The first one, the Russo brothers. The Russo brothers?
Yeah.
Is that the directing?
Yeah.
The Russo brothers say that it could be 2.5 hours plus. You think that's long enough? You think that's
That's
too
a standard.
short?
That's a standard.
It's gonna be a lot of
Well,
content.
this is going to be the longest
They better
Marvel
give us
movie
an intermission.
they've made.
I mean, if it's gonna be 2.5 hours, it has to keep me captivated.
Hey,
the
listen,
entire time because
It's Marvel. It's still gonna be good.
All these characters in one movie.
It's gonna be hype.
I don't think even 2.5 hours is long. In my opinion, I think I'll watch a movie for 3
do a
hours.
Titanic, yo. Just do 3
I think the
hours.
first one's just gonna
As
be.
long as I got an empty can or something that I can piss in, because I'm not leaving the theater.
Me neither. I don't wanna
I'll
leave.
hold my piss until it becomes a shit. All right, I'll do that because I don't want.
They better give us an intermission, like a 5-minute break.
I don't want to miss anything. You know,
I
We'll go through some crazy kidney stones.
I just don't like to miss any parts of movie.
I mean,
And because of Chris's ass, we missed the first part of Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
I didn't watch it.
But
The first part was funny.
yeah, I know we
It was
missed it
great.
because of him. So.
Way to go, Chris.
Whatever.
It's all right. Though.
You guys watch it.
The movie wasn't as good as the first one, so.
No, definitely not. But back to
Anyway,
Infinity War.
I'm pretty sure they're going to close that movie with Cap's dead.
You think in the first half?
Yeah,
or the
no,
second one?
they will finish the movie.
With Captain America's
Thanos
death.
killing Captain America. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the end
Okay.
for the 3rd movie, and then
someone's going to die.
he's
going to die.
If
probably
any-
is going to be.
All right, let's say.
Well, in the comics, he dies. Captain America had died like 2 or 3 times now,
He
and
would have
he always
died
come
during
back.
Civil War.
Yeah,
At that point, being sniped by Nick Fury's, I guess, second in command.
Yeah,
I
and
forget her
then
name.
Bucky takes the mantle of Captain America. Then Punisher takes it for a while, so it probably is him. I think almost all the original cast for the original Avengers, all their contracts pretty much finish after Avengers 4. So it could be pretty much
Could be everybody.
yeah, it could be everyone.
They might even.
And they announced that the Phase 4 pretty much is all new people. Kinda suggested it.
Yeah. We also don't know if they're gonna get rid of all the people we're used to seeing and jump into the new 52, which is we have a different Iron Man, which is a girl now. We don't know if they're gonna do that either.
I don't know.
Well, they can start the
Thor.
Ultimate World.
Thor is the original Thor's love interest. What's her name?
Frost? No.
Frost.
No.
Jane is Jane.
Jane
She's
Foster.
the
Jane
Thor in the
Foster.
new 52,
Oh.
and she has cancer, and it's a mess.
Yeah. There's like 3 Spider-Mans in the comics now. There's Peter Parker,
Mary Jane.
No, it's
No?
Miles Morales and Spider-Man. There's
Right.
3 Spider-Mans pretty much in the world. Plus Spider-Woman is around there also.
So there's a new Flash movie coming out. They finally got a name for it. It's called Flashpoint. So at this point,
wait. Is it called Flashpoint?
Yeah.
They have the animated.
the movie's called Flashpoint.
That movie's called Flashpoint.
All right.
So they're going to reset
So they just
the
have
entire
the same thing.
So
Are they
at
just
this
gonna do the same thing as the animated?
at this point, DC can put out a bunch of shit, and this
That movie will
Flashpoint
reset.
movie is their get out of jail free card because they can redo everything right afterward,
Just in case if they mess up.
just in case. And with Ben Affleck not knowing if he's gonna be in any more Batman movies
I don't like
after
Batman.
the Batman,
It's not even his fault. And we talked about that last time. It's just bad directing and horrible writing.
listen, I like him as Batman, and I did not think I would when he
I
was
didn't
first
think-
cast.
yeah.
I was like, oh, man, really? But I said the same thing about Heath Ledger.
I like the other guy, yeah.
Dark Knight
From the
was,
trilogy.
was crazy. He was the best.
Heath
part
Ledger, are you
in
talking
that
about
movie.
The
Christian
Joker.
Bale?
No, he's talking about the Joker on
No,
the
oh,
trilogy.
Oh, okay.
Everybody laughed. He did Brokeback Mountain. Oh, that's the guy that did Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
He's garbage. He's not gonna be any good as a Joker.
He ended up being the greatest
And-
greatest actor in
yeah.
that whole
I
film.
mean, I seen the movie 4 times in the theater
Yeah.
because of his performance in that movie. He won an Oscar for it. It's crazy.
And pretty much they push the Flash movie all the way to the end now, and all the movies that were scheduled after Flash, they're gone.
Wow.
They're gone. No more
Wow.
Cyborg.
Wow. Wait, no more Cyborg?
No.
What?
I want a Teen Titans movie.
All right, we're on the subject of DC. All right, so
Damn, now I'm pissed.
Zack Snyder stepped away from the project of Justice League. He stepped away. He was having personal issues at home, and Joss Whedon, who directed the first and the second Avengers movies, jumped in. He's gonna do the Batgirl movie. All right, he stepped in, and now Warner Brothers is giving him $25 million to do all these reshoots for this movie.
Wow.
All right, and I don't know if you've seen any memes out there. Superman with the mustache, because he's doing the new
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible
Yeah.
movie, and Universal don't want him shaving the mustache, so they're gonna have to digitally remove this mustache from his reshoots.
What?
Yes, because they don't want him to shave it off. What do you think? What do you think about this, guys? Do you think it's gonna be worth the money that they're spending on this movie? I saw the trailer,
I hope
the trailer that came out after the Comic-Con, and I thought it looked great. This is with Joss Whedon. He directed the Avengers, the 2 first and the second Avengers movies.
Right there, they're fixing one of the things, and they're getting a better director.
Yeah.
With the writers, whoever's making the script, just because Batman vs Superman, in my opinion, I'm sure there's a bunch of people who liked the movie, maybe even loved it, but I did not like that movie. The whole, you can't change, especially with what they did about Batman, and this is why I don't like about all of the flack that Ben Affleck is getting.
Mm-hmm.
Batman kills people, which is a huge turnaround. It's a giant 180 from what the character actually is, and just horrible writing. There's if they follow that again,
Well, that was
I feel
the
like
idea.
directing is not going to be enough.
That was the idea. Continuing that movie.
Yeah, I mean that's it. And I didn't mind the whole killing. I did at first, and then you realize what Batman has gone through over the years as Batman, and you realize it comes to a point where you have no other choice but to take people out.
But in the movie, he just met Superman, so he's kind of close to like the beginning to middle of his career. He still hasn't. I don't think he still hasn't met like Jason Todd and all that stuff.
Well, he did.
He's
he
dead.
did.
Did that pass on? That happened
Yeah.
already?
Yeah,
Everything, like all the Robins are gone now.
Yeah, the Killing
On
Joke
this-
that already happened.
Everything happened.
Yeah, so I really didn't mind it too much. Like I said, I like Ben Affleck as Batman. I hope he continues to be Batman.
He wasn't bad.
No,
I don't like his
all.
suit.
And the new suit in this movie looks crazy.
Fat man suit.
Yeah, I mean, I like the suit. I didn't mind
I
it.
hated the symbol, the
Yeah.
fat symbol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fat man.
I don't know. I think the movie will be bad even with reshoot with other reshoots.
Even with Joss Whedon.
I'm gonna watch
He, all right. So he came to direct the movie and do all these reshoots, but the movie pretty much was done. He cannot make a new movie from what it's already recorded.
You don't think he could just do a new movie?
Well, he stepped in.
He's not doing a new movie. He's just doing reshots and changing a few things. But the movie was already done.
But the thing is, what you gotta understand with Batman versus Superman, Zack Snyder had an idea of what he wanted the theatrical version to be. All right. And the studio blocked a lot of his ideas. They cut it. They cut the stuff short, and I thought his version was a lot better when they came out with the Ultimate Edition. What's it called? I watched that and I thought it was good. And a lot of people complained that there wasn't humor. There wasn't humor in this movie. I don't need that in a movie.
It's enough with the Marvel.
It's not Marvel.
I'm done with the humor movies.
Unless it's a Deadpool movie.
You don't need to have a comic relief in a movie. Here and there, maybe, but that's not what I'm going to see. I'm going to see an action movie. I'm going to see a comic book movie. Batman is crazy. I mean,
he's one of the darkest characters.
Yeah, he's a dark character. You know what I mean? He's up against Superman.
That's why it's called.
I mean, there shouldn't be any humor in a movie like that. You know what I mean?
Thanks, Lewis.
You're trying.
Go home already.
Just wanted
walk.
Just wanted you to connect those two together. I didn't get you there.
I don't know. I think DC pretty much in DC world movie talk. I think DC is dead. I don't trust in them and Warner Brothers doing more movies.
So you're not gonna see the movie when
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Negative.
Hey, see the background. See the background. All DC movies, they're not good. The only one good is the Batman with the Heath Ledger one.
Wonder Woman.
It's good, but it's not the best movie ever. Like there's a lot of other good movies.
Right now is the
what?
You didn't like Man of Steel?
No.
I never seen Man of Steel.
That's a good movie.
I would have.
It was good until when they first started fighting. That you see all this CGI, all this building breaking down, and then pretty much they destroy the entire city by the end of the movie. And then you go to Batman vs Superman, and they didn't even mention the entire city destroyed. They just give you a glimpse on the prologue of the movie, and that's it. Mm-hmm. But and then you have another superhero that never kills, killing. Yeah. So you had two killers instead of heroes.
I didn't watch the movie, but I heard that he wasn't really making much of an effort to keep people from dying in that movie.
Superman, no, he crashed on every building. Every building falls, kills people, and he didn't care. Yeah. They even launched a nuke on the middle of the city, and he don't even care. No, that movie is not good. Like the first Batman movies, the very first ones with Michael Keaton, those were good. Yeah. And I think the Batman, the Christopher Nolan one, the trilogy, not the trilogy that much. Probably the first two.
Yeah.
They're good. But the rest of the DC movies, like in general, all of them suck.
I would have been more hype if for Justice League if the Flash was not the guy that they put, but the Flash from the CW series. That would have been more hype for me because he's a really good Flash.
Well,
in my eyes.
Eli don't like it because of the tick.
I saw that Amazon. Isn't that Amazon doing that show?
No. Not the show, The Tick. I mean him shaking his head all the way. He talks like a damn bobblehead. Like, just leave your head.
He's a good Flash.
Listen, I think he's a good Flash.
I don't like the new actor
I don't understand how you can be doing that constantly and nobody just says, hey, man,
leave him alone.
You need to stop.
I got you, Barry.
You need to stop with this bobblehead thing. You know what I mean?
Hey,
please.
Man, he has a high metabolism. He gotta exert his energy. If
you know this guy?
He'll die.
Can you choke with him?
Yeah. We're cool on the low. Now that you mentioned it, yeah, we're cool on the low. We go to Belly Burger every once in a while.
He was a character on the series. What was
so
Click? It was the one that they dance and It was a whole series. The girl that does
Glee?
the Glee, that one.
He was on Glee.
He was on
He
Glee.
And he does the same thing.
He does the same thing.
Yeah.
With me. Yeah.
He
It's
like
just-
starts shaking
it's
his
just
hand.
one of those
That's what makes him so popular. Look,
No,
you're talking about him.
It's
Oh
just.
my God. And the new guy, the new guy who's doing Flash on the movies, in Batman vs Superman, he looks like a Mexican guy.
Ezra Miller. Ezra
Yeah,
Miller.
he
that's
looks
his
like a
name.
Mexican guy. And then you see the trailers for the new movie, and he's Chinese.
Grant Gustin.
Like, what's
is,
this?
Grant Gustin is the one who plays in the CW show Flash, and Ezra Miller is the one that plays in the movie.
Yeah.
Why is his lightning blue? That's my question.
It's,
That makes no sense.
Because it's lightning.
I don't
Anyway.
know, man.
His
Yeah,
suit is red.
I
doesn't
know.
matter.
I do like the show though. I do like, and I seen the new trailer for the
For
new
season
season,
4,
and it looks good.
Wally West taking up the mantle.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the British guy will not be returning for this season.
who?
The
Doctor?
the
The guy that was in
CSI
Harry
guy.
Potter.
Which
yeah,
one?
the CSI guy, the guy who was always
The one that
Was it
was
Harry
a
Potter?
bad guy on the
Harry Potter.
third season?
yeah
Talk about Harry
he
Potter.
was Prometheus, not Prometheus.
No, he was.
Nah, I lost it.
He was.
Whatever, he had the mask.
yeah him.
Yeah.
I didn't like his
Yeah.
character. I think.
Yeah, I guess the studio didn't like it either because he's not returning.
I forget his name in Harry Potter.
And anyway,
Black guy?
I don't understand.
No, not that guy.
I
Kid
saw
that
the
was fixed on
trailer
Harry
and I
Potter.
don't understand.
Malfoy.
Killer
Yeah,
Frost.
Malfoy.
She's like good now again.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Well, at the end of the season.
I was like 70.
no, I in the trailer,
No,
she's like hanging out with everyone again.
I guess she's
These cards, I
confused. She
threw it
doesn't
out
know
for
what
you.
the hell's going on. So.
Oh my god, they're a mess.
Yeah, but like I said, I enjoyed the season. I enjoy all the shows that DC produces for the CW. They're really good.
The series are really good.
Yes,
the animated
the
movies.
crossovers are really good too.
The animated movies are really good.
Yeah.
Cartoons are good. They only suck on movies.
Yeah, so we'll see how the Justice League does. We'll actually be watching that
Chris, you're going.
when it comes out.
Well, I
Baby
don't
or
know.
not.
Probably I will see it before you guys because
Yeah.
with the baby stuff, probably I
Yeah,
cannot take.
probably. You see it whenever you can, I guess.
I will try to see it before you guys. The movie comes here Thursday, so we'll try to see it that day.
Yeah, so we'll see. All right,
What happened with this?
what do you got, Matt?
I don't know.
All right.
I guess
So,
that's it.
Does anybody else have anything?
Nope.
No.
Nope, I think
That's
we're
all the
good.
time we have for today.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
All right.
Eli.
Let's
end it.
close that out, my
I
boy.
appreciate everyone for listening. Thank you, Lewis. I appreciate it. Hopefully the quality is a lot better for you, man. I apologize
Yeah, man,
for
I'll be
last
on that
time.
tonight. It's first thing.
Yeah, so whoever else does listen, we do appreciate when you do listen. We do this for us, not
Hi,
for you.
Lewis, in the future.
So but if you want to subscribe,
Yeah.
do it.
Also, we are working on trying to get this on YouTube. I know that's a really big thing too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
we are
eventually
working-
we will be on YouTube. You guys can subscribe, like our things, share, spread it out
We're
more.
working on some small stuff right now.
Yeah.
We got a logo, trying to come up, trying to actually get some cover art for the app that you guys listen to us on. But
Yeah, Lewis, we're trying to come up. We're trying to do all that for you, man,
Yeah,
because you're the only one. Who
Thank you,
listens
man.
to
I
us,
appreciate
man.
it's for you, Lewis.
You know,
This is
I'm
all
a-
for you.
This is
I'm a
just-
true
this is
believer
just
that
for
this-
you, man.
that you guys are really good. I love listening to you guys. I wish I was a part of it. Like as a subscriber, I wish I was here with you guys.
Oh
But
yeah.
unfortunately, I'm
You
just
subscribe?
listening and
You
talking to
pay us?
myself right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Oh nice.
listen, if
I'm
you
going to
do,
open a Patreon thing, so you can pay us for real.
Got you.
if you do want to subscribe, we thank you for that. If not, I really don't give a shit.
Go to hell.
But listen, we do this. It's fun. If you want to listen to us, great. If not,
Great.
I really don't care. We're still gonna do this.
Yeah.
You liking us or hating us is not gonna change anything.
Yeah, we're calling you out.
Yeah, like I said before, I don't give a shit what anyone thinks about
Haters.
me. I don't care what these guys think.
All two of you.
I do care what they think, but I don't know if they care about what you think.
Love me.
Skip, we miss you.
Skippy.
He'll be back in a few months to continue our journey
And eat bass.
to having 2 subscribers. We'll see how it goes.
Polish that Heihachi for me.
Yeah, I will see you and talk to you next week, guys.
Peace.
Peace.